welcome to another episode of Prop Talk, the voter companion show for the Nouns DAO, brought to you by the Nouns Square, the best place to get your Nouns news on the web. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button or follow if you're watching this on Twitter. Let's get started. Proposal 316, expanding the global distribution of lo-fi Noggles proposed by Nounworks. The TLDR. This proposal is for a new production run for 25,000 lo-fi paper Noggles from Nounsworks. The cost is $57,000 and includes global production and shipping to the various communities. The Nounworks team has previously produced these paper Noggles to pass out and proliferate at IRL events across the Nouniverse. The last run of paper Noggles resulted in loads of photos and videos of people wearing Noggles and became many people's first experience with the Nouns brand. The cost of this batch is down from $2.40 all the way to $1.95. Nounworks will distribute these Noggles to Nounish communities all over the world, including Esports Nouns, Amigos, Nouns Africa, and Nouns Delhi opening in Australia, Nouns OTG, Nouns DAO, and many more. The team plans to follow up this proposal with another one to fund Nounish merchandise to community members around the world. But how about the community sentiment? Voters are generally supportive of this proposal so far, including a vote from the Nounders. Gami, the founder of Nouns DAO, received 1,000 Noggles in the first round. He voted for and said people absolutely love receiving them. They immediately take selfies and want to chat more about Nouns. Since they fold flat, you can slip them into event programs, stash some in your jacket, slip them into goodie bags, and so on. Comparably low per unit cost for the per unit impact they deliver. There's also a lot more first-hand experiences in the proposal from community leaders who received paper Noggles last round. Chris Carella voted for and said, "I see these everywhere I go where Nounish people gather. They are some of the best artifacts we have." The voting is open, but it ends at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. Proposal 317, Nouns a Movie Chapter 2, proposed by Supriyu from Atrium. The TLDR. This proposal seeks $375,000 to continue creating the Nouns movie with an 11-minute episode from Atrium. This proposal is to follow up on Prop 245, which funded $125,000 to create the trailer and the pilot episode, which recently debuted to positive reviews from Nouns. The movie is expected to take $2.75 million to complete, though Nouns will be able to vote to decide if they want to develop the movie further. The Nouns movie is set in a floating city called Bluss, where every 13-year-old's fate and profession are decided through the Noggle ceremony. But one 13-year-old Noun discovers a sinister plot to enslave citizens using a new version of Noggles and teams up with a band of misfits to thwart the plan. The episode of the Nouns movie would be delivered in 100 days by a team of 17 members. It will be followed with another proposal of the same size. As for the community sentiment, with such a large budget, this one might be close in voting. However, the first proposal passed with ease, though it was only at 1/3 of the budget. Most of the votes against so far have come from Will Price. Wilson Cusack voted for and said, "This is exciting content and an important experiment in funding and building that Nouns should absolutely lean into." Hindsight voted for with 1 vote and said, "Looks nice so far, but don't know if I'm fully convinced by the model of how this is being done. Would like to see how this is going to get picked up or get traction before voting yes on the next one probably." Supriyo responded with his vote reason and said, "Our ultimate goal is to have the movie be seen by a lot more people through more traditional distribution mechanisms. Those discussions are already underway, but slower moving." As for the voting, it's currently open and sitting at 113 for and 39 against. This will end on Sunday around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Prop 318, Nouns Game Publisher, changing the game, proposed by Nounsel, sponsoring a game development team. The TLDR. This proposal is for Nouns to expand its brand into the gaming sector with a 199 ETH investment, or about $365,000. Currently, Nouns has not invested in the gaming space at all, and this will put several games on the market and the possibility for more with the characters, environments, and more for game devs to build on top of. The proposal includes 6 mobile iOS games, 12 prototypes for web games with Nouns Bowling as the lead title, and a Nouns gaming toolkit for Unity game developers. It will also establish a dedicated gaming website and shared revenue models for collaborators. The proposal timeline is 9 months. The goal is for the game to proliferate to a new community, potentially create revenue from game sales, and expand the IP universe with characters and worlds. As for the community sentiment, this proposal has gotten off to a rough start, with only 2 votes for and 84 against. The primary reason is the cost of the proposal. Noun 12 voted against with 17 votes and said, pro games in general, too much upfront cost by 10x. However, the prop has got support for its gameplay teasers and interesting approach to game building. One voter, Noggles, said, this approach to games for the Nouniverse is really powerful in my opinion. I do believe we should be funding games, and I think this model is a great way to do it. Voting is open and will end on Monday around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Proposal 319, Nerman.js, proposed by Jokers.eth. The TLDR, this proposal is for 93 ETH, the continued development of Nerman, the Nouns SDK, and the Nounish event feed Discord bot until the end of 2023. It was initially funded through Prop 77, and the team has continued to build on Nerman since then. Nerman.js provides type-safe access to Nouns DAO, contract events, and custom events, including auctions, DAO votes, proposals, delegations, and more, without any reliance on a third-party service. There are plans to expand the event feed to other Nounish projects and DAOs, with all code being open sourced and released under a permissive license. The Nerman Discord bot is regularly used across Nounish Discords for the community to keep tabs on what's happening with Nouns. The team of 2 full-time devs and Joel Cares will also experiment with different feed ideas, such as an informal on-chain chat and automated forum discussions for proposals. Now for the community sentiment. As of recording this, the proposal has just gone on chain with not much discussion. Stay tuned over the next week as this proposal will open up for voting on Monday. That's going to be it this week for Prop Talk, the Voter Companion Show, brought to you by the Noun Square. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, hit the follow button to keep up with all the amazing spaces, shows, new podcasts, and things we have coming down the pipeline. Until next time, stay Nounish.